Okay. Hello, everyone. How are you? Dr. Freisen here. We're going to have another conversation based on some questions that I've received, and I have them here. So, um, I work with clients regarding so many different things, right? Um, so, I have a variety of things that I get questions about. And this particular client, we're working on fasting. Um, Mind you, I've been fasting since I was a child. Yeah. We fasted for spiritual reasons. And of course, when I initially went to school, way back when, I learned about fasting and all the health benefits, scientists here. So I know an awful lot about fasting regarding the body and what happens and things of that nature. But anyway, let's get to the question because I thought this was a pretty good question. And I said, let me go and talk about it for a moment. So bear with me as I scroll through I went off on a little tangent. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this particular person is initially, they were doing a 3-day fast. And so they write to me and they say, I have decided to extend my fast to a 5-day fast to reap the stem cell benefits. Okay, so let's talk about this. My response was, I'm not going to get into the debate on stem cells and the benefits at a certain point. So let me start with this. You have an elephant, you have a rabbit, you have a whale, you have a dog. 4 different animals. Do they all eat the same way? No. Do they all digest food completely in the same time frame? No. We all have a lot of things in common as human beings, but we do not all repair on a cellular level at the same rate. You cannot really say that if you fast for 5 days, you're going to start seeing stem cell benefits. You can't put a blanket statement out there for every person because as soon as you go on that route, you're going to have that one, and all it takes is one person who doesn't meet that mode, right? So fasting has gotten into this kind of trend, right? So everybody's fasting because people are losing weight fasting. Yet and still, I work with people who fast and don't lose any weight. They actually gain weight and they don't understand why. It's because there's more to fasting than just the elimination of food. As I told this person, one, if your body is not functioning properly due to some other disorder that you may be dealing with, you're not going to see the benefits that your person next to you is going to see, right? So you got to look at that. So some people, they start fasting and they don't see results and they give up because they say, oh, it just doesn't work for me. That means you got some other issues going on. Two, we all repair at a different rate. Of course, there's factors such as age that play a big part in it, right? Most people who are in their 20s have a reparation rate, meaning they're going to repair faster than someone who's in their 70s, normally, right? But again, if you have certain disorders, cancers, diabetes, high blood pressure, different things like that, you're not going to see the same benefit at the same rate. Am I a proponent of fasting? Yes. Am I a proponent of fasting done strictly for weight loss? No. Am I a proponent of fasting done to the extreme of people going 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days and they don't have anyone monitor them? No, because a lot of people are doing things and it's not really fasting because when I talk to them in detail, they are consuming foods, they're consuming mixtures that they were told to consume. And some of those mixtures are not working well with the medicine that they're taking. So I say all of that to say your fasting journey is just that, your fasting journey. It is an individual experience. Do not take and put what someone else is doing as the definite goalpost for what you should be doing or how your body should be responding. Just know when you see things on YouTube, that's for like the majority of people, right? Some of us don't fall in the majority. We just don't, right? And at the same time, there is a razor thin line between fasting and starvation. Okay? Now, there is a point in fasting where you are eating tumors and eating bad cells and things of that nature. And then there's a part where you're eating organs. That's a whole different ball game, right? If your body's eating itself, starvation is totally different when your organs shut down and things of that nature. So you have to be really close. Now, again, I've studied all of this in my doctorate degree, and fasting is hundreds of years old. It's like been around for eons, and there's case studies of people fasting for like 100 days or more and not dying. But those studies have involved people who were in facilities where it was monitored, where someone could see if they were getting to a dangerous zone, a dangerous level. So I caution you, for those of you who are just doing this stuff at home, willy-nilly, as I like to say, just off the cuff, just I'm gonna start fasting because everybody's fasting now. As a person who's been fasting since I was around 12, and we started fasting for spiritual reasons, and also as a person who has experienced starvation from being homeless and hungry as a kid, you really want to make sure you walk the line carefully. You don't want to do any damage unnecessarily because you want to lose weight. I'm always telling people, you can be skinny in a coffin. I'm gonna tell you this last thing, and then we're gonna wrap this up. I think I'm gonna answer a couple other questions in a separate video. I have two grandmothers. Both grandmothers died in their 80s. One died when she was 82. The other one died when she was 85. The one who died when she was 82 was razor thin, 80 some pounds when she passed away, right? Razor thin. The one who was 85 was 200 pounds. We have different body types. They both lived to be in their 80s with different body types. My one grandmother was always heavier, the other grandmother was always skinny. Both lived long lives. Why? Because we are all different, right? So it's not meant for every person to be super, super, super thin. So I caution you to not kill yourself for thinness. Yes, it's good to lose weight for your health, for organs and things of that nature, but there comes a point where I have some people who literally, a girl 95 pounds saying, I need to lose 10 pounds. It's like, no, you don't. You need to gain 10 pounds. And yes, I do tell people they need to gain weight. Yeah, there's some people who could benefit from 10 pounds. Okay. So, anyway, thanks for the question. Thanks for the communication. I hope this helps somebody out there, and I'll talk to you next time.